Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, Brady proved that last season was no fluke.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Purdy from the gun on third down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Eddie Pinheiro on to the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Well, this is up and good from Pinheiro. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 73 yards. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it, and we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Purdy now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 7.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fighting him off. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go play action here. Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A gain of 6. And the 49er first down. It's a gain of 6. First down.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough third and 9.
A gain of 2. Brings up third and 9.
Motion to the left with Jennings. Shotgun now with Purdy. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
2-yard gain.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it fourth down.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game already. 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for them to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 29, here's a second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
This now a third and 4. Now Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
A great play by Derek Hall to drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
There's a short one caught by Tonjes. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That went behind his man, incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. It gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
Darnold down to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
10 more yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40.
That's good.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold. Over Barner, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13
more yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Man, and he hits him in stride. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Again, Darnold. Now a run here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold, an 8-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
14.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Back to throw, Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
39-yard line.
Now Purdy.
Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
Purdy.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Eddie Pinheiro heading for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. scrimmage here to the 31-yard line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. After the run, now Darnold to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Darnold. That's complete on the bubble screen. That's Walker. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. Now he'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. The throwing here, Purdy.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Sharon Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Faking the give, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Up the middle, here's Walker. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back to Walker on the first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Now Darnold. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Purdy. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this 1st half.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this 2nd half as we are about to get underway.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Purdy from the gun on third down.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throw inside, McCaffrey's got it. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and
Purdy
6.
from the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. McCaffrey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown 49ers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And they go with McCaffrey.
And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Over the juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Darnold now to throw. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
On 1st and 10 of Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Purdy. Left side, he's got the tight end, Tonjes. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to go on the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout call if you have one.
Now, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Niners' 47-yard line.
A good throw caught by Cup out wide. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Darnold a sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo sack. They'll run for it. It's Walker. Well, he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After the run, now Darnold to throw. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, second and 9. Purdy bootlegging it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy sets up the screen to Robinson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Touchdown 49ers! Brandon Ayuk from 6 yards away. And the Niners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Faking the give, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that what you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he's brought down. 18 yards. First down, Niners.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Now Purdy.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another 49er first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Purdy now to throw.
There's a short one caught by Tonjes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 2.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sag him back at the 36. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
So now Darnold and the Seahawks
Down by 8. 1:55 remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Here's Darnold.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Darnold to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Darnold.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Darnold.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
That is incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Niners, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.